There will be many folk, viewers, who will not really have any idea of any history of a large building on the Giza Plateau, considered to be the Great Pyramid of Khufu. However, it does have a history, and when I'm looking at this body of light, who I name as Ra, I seem to see what damage has been done to this body of light, to the extent that the history internally has had everything, all from 1,000 years. Folk have been, human beings have been going into here. Some people actually got right into here. But they were using explosives, dynamite, blowing everything apart. And during one of these incursions, somebody actually found a piece of iron just about here. And this piece of iron, well, it ended up in the British Museum. It basically caused quite a lot of problems, because those days in 1836 and again in 1886, as well as in 1930, it was thought of that the Iron Age was only 1,500 years old. On display at the British Museum, here is the metal plate. It's 1/8 of an inch thick, 4 inches in width, and a foot, 12 inches in length. And it's been thought that this is a piece of much larger plate. In 1989, there was a metal test taken on this piece of iron, and it was found that one side there were some traces of gold, and it was certainly agreed then that this metal was placed in the pyramid specifically at the time of this pyramid construction, which was 2,580 years BC. These metallurgists in 1989, when they did their tests on the metal, concluded that it had been smelted, and the temperature range of that smelting, that mixing, was between 1,000 and 1,100 degrees centigrade. Certainly I have outlined that it is testing other light. Well, certainly there is some damage here and some damage here. And this damage occurred in 1872. It's 120 years ago to 2002, when um, somebody started smashing in on the wall of the Queen's chamber and located the south shaft, and then again went in and banged on the wall again and broke through into the north shaft. And what actually came of that was quite intriguing, because they found a number of artifacts that had been locked away behind prior to 1872. And one of these artifacts is most important, and many scholars and doctors of Egyptology have referred this one particular article and refer to it as being a bronze hook. However, I can outline to the viewer that it is indeed not a hook. This same bronze artifact that was discovered in 1872 is not what it seems, or at least to the extent of the Egyptologists trying to describe it. It is like a chrysalis, and to a certain extent it's a mould of light. And what's important about it, for me at least, is the fact I can measure from here, and realise that Ra, one of the children of Horus, has left the 12 hours of the day. As Dr. House is possibly aware of, there is some text which are incorporated to being the pyramid texts. And in these very ancient outlines, it's mentioned about the 4 children of Horus as being made of iron, being made of metal. Now, as you can see here, the 5th child of Horus, Ra, has no metal around him.